Hey, okay, people are wanting me to talk about Paula White. If you don't know, she is a preacher, evangelist who is on Trump's new ministry council that he's appointing. I think she was on his last one too. I know I mentioned her in my book, The Judas Effect. I have heard that she's a prosperity gospel type of preacher. I didn't know of her prior to her becoming on his evangelical council, so I can't really confirm or deny that. What I can say is that there are degrees of seduction when it comes to this spectrum of Trumpism, which I'm trying to make perfectly clear is a false religion. It's just become its own religion. So when you have a counterfeit false leader like Donald Trump, what he's doing is he's just twisting Christianity. He's turning it and making it into something that exalts and promotes himself, because that is what a counterfeit spirit does. Look at my wet doggy. So she is obviously so far down on that spectrum that she is willing to idolize him, willing to be really close with him, willing to consider him. I know she has said, I quoted her in my book as saying that he's anointed by God and that God has chosen him, and on and on and on. So there are degrees of that type of seduction that people are under. So obviously, if somebody is that far into their seduction to him, they're not a trustworthy person. But what I also just wanted to say about that is it's always worth praying. So think of some of the people that we know who have been spiritually seduced by him, who have gotten really close, and then, something happened and they snapped out of it. I'm thinking of Mike Pence. I'm thinking of Karen Pence, who now refuses to even acknowledge Donald Trump or shake his hand at Jimmy Carter's funeral because she knows that he was willing to let her husband die. So she obviously got close enough to him to see the danger and the destructiveness of his true corrupt nature. So there's always hope for people. And that's why I'm always saying, no matter how close they are to him. Michael Cohen is another one. He went to prison on behalf of Donald Trump's payout to Stormy Daniels. So there's people that get up close to him and then something happens and they snap out of it. So there's always hope. There's even hope for Mrs. White. Keep praying.